just go for the Beatrix as well. More flexible in the different scenarios that Orange will force them to.
And more reliable, I would say. Because if you pick up a Brody, you can even consider like the Clint. It's just really Bayyy or Clint. Yeah. That's what I was thinking. And they go with the former. Looking good for RSGSG. They have good momentum, but I don't know why. Is there something about this Causeway conflict, this rivalry where like, oh, you played with the draft game 1, huh? You played out of meta. How about we do the same? Is that a thing?
That's true, maybe. I don't know.
Let me one up you.
2 words. 1-1.
That is a name, not words.
But you know, 1-1.
It's actually 1.
Yeah, it's a name. All right, man. Okay, Matt.
Get off my back.
Get off my back, man. You know, RSG Singapore though. Yeah, I'm just gonna go and predict Orange Esports because of 1-1.
So we're going to game 3 is what you're saying?
Yeah.
All right, let's see. It's all about the mental reset and, of course, recalibrating your draft as we go into the Land of Dawn for game number 2. It's match point for RSG SG. Are they going to upset the locals here at MSC 2022 day 1? Or are we going to go all 3 as we did in the first series of the day? Brayyy starting purple as well as Garyy.
Yeah, I guess we're going back to normal. So both purple starts here for all of the junglers across the teams. I don't know, Orange Esports, they have the Kadita as well as the Ruby and Born, but it's not quite a beefy front line.
Yeah, you're really seeing some aggression here from the side of Orange Esports as well. They're trying to just give the 1-1 space to farm, but in that mid lane, Garyy, he's trying to go for the Little Wanderer. It is actually just going to be Brayyy who takes it up. Garyy, though, he goes to the end. He goes back to his own jungle. Babycakes up top, getting bullied.
Yeah, forced to back here, and you can see Minnn just waiting out. If Babycakes overstep just by a little bit, that will be a, well, pretty much dead Beatrix there, but Babycakes super careful. He realizes this from game 1. You know, the strategy is to shut him down in the early game, regardless of what he's playing.
Yeah, I mean, currently, again, I think RSG Singapore, with the Natalia, they need to be a little bit more aggressive, and they're showing it already. Diablo just invading the enemy jungle, and Garyy is forced to just constantly be thinking about the Natalia, right? He wants to go back in, but there you go. 505 just punishes him for trying to go for the invade.
Not just even think of the Natalia, even see the Natalia. Yeah. There must be some mind games being played here, and given their huge win game number 1, RSGSG has all the incentive to do just that. So it's all in the cards. It's all in the logic, in the principle of how the series is going to go.
Absolutely.
At this moment, the turtle is spawning in just 2 seconds now. You can see even though Born has pressed up his lead all the way down bottom side with the minions, RSGSG, they've rotated all the way down to make sure that Brayyy can secure this objective.
Yeah, you can see the opposite instantly from the side of Orange Esports. They want to trade this for a kill on towards Babycakes up top. And will he get it? Babycakes actually flickers out, gets petrified though. The real world manipulation comes in, but it is still first blood from Orange. They will be able to get a gold lead here with the turret gold, but 505 is trying to look for more compensation. Minnn forced to back up. 505 doesn't want to commit, and that's actually Brayyy stealing the purple buff away from Garyy.
And I was going to say, that is because as they took the turtle, the first turtle of the game about moments ago, he did not use Retribution. That's how in control and aware Brayyy was of the situation. I'm not sure if he planned to go for the steal, but indeed he did. So this puts Orange Esports in a very precarious position. This is a purple buffless Ling.
Yeah, that's really dangerous, and even though Garyy is great on his assassin junglers, like you can see right now, it is a power pick for him, but without a purple buff, that's still going to be tough for him.
Yeah, mechanically speaking, it's a PBL. A purple buffless Ling, you need that. You're just not going to perform without it.
Yeah, you really do. On the Ling, it's just very, very tough when you don't have the purple buff. Even when you have the purple buff, sometimes it's just really tough, especially up against a composition like RSGSG. They have silence ability from the side of 505, just presenting utility, a lot of disengage, a lot of stuns, and to add on to that, the damage from Babycakes, if he does go for a Wesker, it's going to be really tough for Ling.
Not just the damage from Babycakes, even Diablo. I saw the interaction earlier. The Esmeralda was just not having a good time. Up top!
I'm offended. Getting popped here, gets onto Brayyy, crossbow of 10 pops as well, but not enough damage to be able to close out that kill. Instead, Mikumikumiii pops the real world manipulation and tries to get Minnn to flicker out. Will get him to safety.
Yeah, and surprisingly, they didn't actually go for the dive onto Valenz. I thought with Minnn forced to use the flicker, they would have just committed on to that dive towards Valenz. He didn't even have the crossbow tang anymore, no inspire, but no, they just choose the safe route. They're disciplined. They don't really want to push and overcommit. They know they have a gold lead currently. Stay onto it, wait for the turtle, set up.
I hear you and I see it, but I'm wondering if that's the right call because it was a very small gold lead. I'm sure they could have forced the issue a little bit more, but Turtle already up second of the game.
Oh, 505 up top, already being forced out of the range here. But RSG still pressing on, trying to get the turtle. They do have the ultimates up, like the heavy spin as well as the raging sandstorm. Not opting to use that yet. Diablo, though, getting caught up here and manages to zone out everyone successfully for Brayyy to get the objective.
I love it! A Khalid that works like a miracle. You see that?
Yeah.
He bought so much time and opened up a kill from behind. 505 on Valenz.
Turns out it's not the quick sand guard that we need to look at. It's the raging storm to get out. 505, he's gonna get taken down, but it's worth it, man. He traded his life for Valenz on the 1-1. Because of that, he's gonna lose an entire wave up top, and Babycakes gets the lead.
I'll take that trade any day.
Any day.
A Natalia for a 1-1, yes please.
And right now, RSG, they recognize, yes, Valenz is probably the card that they're hiding now. They're doing the same as they did to Babycakes now. In the mid stages of the game, how are Orange Esports going to play this?
So Orange Esports, they're down about 500, but in team fights that they pick, in team fights that they want to go into, they can. So the way that they get into the mid-game's power spike this way is to watch out and count what Diablo's up to because this happens.
That's what happens.
Look at the damage output that the Khalid has.
Yeah, and 2 executes as well, right? So it doesn't matter how much shielding you have, Diablo going to be able to convert on to the turret with the kill there. And Minnn is trying to look for a trade up top. It's not going to happen though because again, RSG they have so much map control. They know, they're aware.
That's cheeky.
It is cheeky though.
I'm so amazed. You know, RSG, they respond exactly as if they can see exactly what's going on the map. It's insane. But right now, Garyy being aggressed on in the mid lane, Brayyy popping that heavy spin, not able to get the kill so far. Garyy just dashes out.
Garyy almost walked into the loving arms of 505. You saw that?
Yeah. I was a bit worried for him for a bit, right? But then I saw every other member just surrounding. But Valenz now, he's caught in a sandwich play. That was beautiful by Babycakes. The Wesker Flicker combo comes in. Minn's caught. Real world manipulation will be able to lock them down. But look at the rough waves coming in to just secure another kill. On the backside as well, Born jumping onto Mikumikumiii. Diablo now in a 2v1, still managing to get away with 1 HP. But Minnn will silence his fate. That's a kill picked up. Miku, you're not going to be able to get anywhere else. Born just takes the kill. Miku's helping him out.
Oh, Miku just gives up right there. You can see he just stands there. Yeah, take me. This is tough. Now, Mannn getting that burst damage onto Babycakes. Babycakes needs to really be careful here. I mean, yes, they're kind of even right now. A bit of advantage, but right in the middle lane, Minnn in some trouble here. 505 actually being the one to run away. Babycakes already popped that Nibiru to fend off Orange Esports. So far, no kills dropped yet.
That last team fight, very messy. I'd say RSGSG may be a little too overconfident. They know that they have the damage advantage. They know that, okay, we can engage here. But I'm guessing, again, at some points, they were allowed to be a little too overconfident. This might have been the punish right here.
Yeah, but look at that. Babycakes actually baits in Garyy into the heavy spin. He will lose his life, but it is going to be traded in for 2 kills on the board. Turret down below taken down, so I would actually say it's still worth it for Orange here.
I feel like right now it looks as if, you know, Diablo is the hidden carry. Like, you think it's Babycakes or Mikumikumiii. It is actually not, but Valenz in some trouble here. Pops the crossbow tank onto Brayyy. Will be able to secure the kill. And Diablo in some trouble. Looks like they will be happy with that one and walk away with it. But 505 gets the revenge onto Valenz, taking that trade super well.
Yeah, Minnn also just forced to back away now, and RSG, they're slowly like losing their feet on the game. Currently, Orange Esports, they have RSG's number.
And I think the key here to both of these teams' success is on RSGSG's execute counters. They have to be aware and then pick the fights where the execute is on point. Mikumikumiii down.
Mannn now in some trouble. I'm offended lands, but they will not be able to get the last hit on him. Diablo comes in with the Raging Sandstorm though, and manages to put him in the dust.
The way you put it, the secret carry is Diablo.
Yeah. He's the silent killer from RSGSG, right?
Still not over the series.
Still not over the series, man. But man, like, at this point, right, RSG, they're building again. They have a 1,000 goal lead. They have map pressure. They're trying to go for the siege into the mid lane so that they can set up for the Lord. But Born is just not letting that happen. RSG, they need to look for a cheeky pick at this point, right? Because if they don't get a pick, it's going to be kind of tough. Orange Esports have the advantage currently, and they can just snowball, honestly, in the mid stage of the game.
Yeah, we talk about how Diablo has, RSGSG has Diablo. As for Orange Esports, I gotta say, it's Mannn who's the real difference maker here. Wherein the rough waves, the full combo comes in, that's where they win. And of course, if you find these cheeky 2v1s, wherein there's no response, there's no blowback, you get that too. And you take away the gold lead from RSGSG. Orange Esports, if they play like this for the next 2 or 3 minutes more, and then leverage this free Lord, we might as well go into game 3.
This was what I was worried about when 505 went Natalia, right? Like, yes, you need to make full use of it in the early game, but right now, as we approach the mid and late, it starts to fall off. And if you're not able to get off those picks, you just fall off in the team fight.
Yeah, for sure. Lord here at a third of its health.
Yeah, and it's going to be tough for the side of RSG. I mean, look at Orange Esports. He's just grouping up. Brayyy, he just forced to back away now. He goes in for the heavy spin, but he will not be able to use the Retribution there to pick up the Lord. Babycakes now trying to kite away as Diablo does the same thing on the back lines, going for Valenz, but in the end, he will be the one who loses his life. A shutdown on to Valenz is not good. Orange, Born, looking for the Falling Star Moon, will not connect onto it. 505 finds a trade, but it's a 1-for-1. Orange pick up the Lord.
Diablo cannot be two things at once. He cannot be the one zoning everyone and be the carry at the same time. This Kadita pick, I feel, has really thrown RSG off. And maybe it was RSG that showed their cards too early with the Khalid pick second to last.
Oh, I hear ya. Schrodinger's Diablo. It's not going to happen. But look, he is the most damage dealt. 30, almost 40k.
Oh, but look at this though, 505 going for it. This time Valenz has the win in nature, and that might just be 505 punished here. It seems like it is, but 505 managing to maneuver really well with the help of Diablo to back him up and help him escape. But in the bottom side, Orange Esports, again, just looking to siege down the turret. It is not an enhanced Lord, so it will just be cleared out here under that base turret down below.
This is not look honestly, like, yes, RSG is still keeping up pretty well, but Orange Esports, they are gradually getting a lead, and I feel like this is only going to get bigger. They haven't found an answer for Mannn yet, because Mannn dives straight into the backline for Babycakes. Mikumikumiii forces them to retreat, and there's no more fight.
Yep, and it's not like there's any cleanses on the side of RSGSG, so they have to tank the full combo. They have to time it out, and there's just not enough resources, whether in gold, in EXP, or in kit, that RSGSG allows for that. So something's got to give. The best that they can do is trade, but they have to get beneficial trades. Nothing comes for free now at this point, 12 minutes in.
Oh, Brayyy is actually canceling out the rough waves, forcing him to pop it, but Valenz, he's looking for one more weakness point. He goes in very deep, and he's going to get punished for it. Real world manipulation will take him low, and that's 505 getting caught by Garyy. An amazing play to spot him out right there as he pops the Tempest of Blades and locks him down. Born picks up the kill. Babycakes now looking for the damage and the trade-off, but Valenz is here to pop the weakness points. Babycakes running away. Born picks up the kill for a double. Diablo looking for it, but a crossbow Tang will be popped onto Miku, and now it's Brayyy who needs to suffer the consequences. Diablo with a Raging Storm trying to look for compensation. Garyy dashes out in the last second. Again, a 3 for 2, favoring Orange.
So hard to watch. RSG had the lead there, but you forgot about Valenz. Yes, you survived Mann's rough waves, but what next? You face an onslaught of arrows being thrown at you. Right now, just a brawl between Born as well as Diablo. Show off the two fighters, and off of that fight, Orange Esports are gonna get the mid lane turret. The Lord is spawning in 10 seconds as well. RSG, how do they come back from this?
RSGSG, as evidenced by that team fight right there, it's the resources were there, right? They had their battle spells, they had their ults. It's just they were too spread out. The target acquisition, there you go. What Falcon Esports is so good at, as we saw from the first series of the day, RSGSG, they need to pick that out. I haven't seen Brayyy really get a key heavy spin on quite yet.
I agree. You know, Brayyy, he had a phenomenal game number 1, but currently on the Akai, he's kind of struggling to find those cheeky picks, like, right? Those are the picks that you kind of need when you're playing the Akai now, and look at it here. again, it's just going to get zoned by Born. He's looking for the entrance here. Using heavy spin to open up, but maybe it might just be a little bit too late. Valenz looking for every single weakness points, will be able to get it, and the crossbow tank is ready. They will all just back away. Reset though, RSG lose 1.
That looked to me like a heavy spin of desperation. It's like he just wanted to dive in and try to retribution it, but in the face of what? 3 or 4 damage dealers from Orange Esports plus a retribution from Garyy is just not quite gonna happen. So yeah, RSGSG, number 1, trying to get Brayyy back on track. And yeah, I don't know. It's so hard. Like, if you were talking about, yeah, that's gonna pick off right there. If you're talking about Schrodinger's Diablo, how about Schrodinger's Brayyy? What are you? Are you a zoning out utility jungler, or are you like an assassin that deals a lot of damage? It's so hard, so difficult.
I think that's what's going on here. Diablo, Brayyy, 505. They're playing different roles than they were meant to play. 505 Roamer now has to play an assassin. Diablo is supposed to play EXP, now he's a carry. Brayyy, jungler, now a tank. It's all out of their comfort zones, and right now with the Lord marching in, Orange Esports, they're looking to end these. They get Diablo as well as 505. Babycakes is next to go, and now with the Lord marching in, the huge burst damage onto Mikumikumiii will secure the kill, and they go straight for the core. It's Orange Esports chalking this up to a 1-1.
Equalizing on the 1-1.